Welcome back. Atom RPG playthrough part 2. Now I've skipped the intro video part. I've noticed that processing it during the processing process where I had the video, it kind of drops the quality to 720p. So we're going to go with just a stripped back approach from episode 2 until I can figure it out. Anyway, so yeah, welcome. Let's load up where we was. Andrew. Good old Andrew. I've also included the right stick. I had a little play around the other night, and I have added the right stick so that I can effectively move the camera without it being too all over the place. So first things first, let's get into town. Oh, I didn't double tap. Oh, before you stands a strongly built man of about 30. He's wearing a weathered military jacket and holding a large gun. At a glance, he seems like an affable sort and would probably welcome some conversation. He's absently chewing a blade of grass, but upon seeing you livens up at once. Well, we can't see this conversation going on because I've got a bit carried away. Hey there, comrade. Hello to you too. The man coughs and spits out the grass, then lets his rifle hang by its handmade leather strap. Nice to meet you. My name's Jan. May I ask what brings you to our village? I'm looking for someone. Someone who lives here? Not really. Okay then, so how may I help you? Well, I wanted to ask a few questions. Fine, I'll answer if I can. Did a troop of military types pass through your village lately? Funny you asked. A whole squad passed through not long ago. Can't say for sure if they were military, but there were some serious looking dudes among them. Nice weapons, bad attitudes. They even had uniforms of a sort. These guys are no joke, I tell you. They bought some water, rested for a day near the walls and moved on. I got to chatting with one of them. Nice guy. Younger than the rest. He said they were on an expedition to the ruins, probably searching for pre-war tech, or what remains of it. God help them. They seem normal enough. Can you point me in the direction of those ruins? Jan takes your map, looks it over for a bit, and draws a small black cross in one spot. After looking at the map one more time, he returns it to you. Here, it's not too far. Thanks. Can I ask another question? Fine, I'll answer if I can. Is there any work available around here? Sure. There's always work to be found. For one, our tech guy disappeared somewhere. Steblev is his surname. He's been known to drink and even go on a bender from time to time, but it's not like him to be gone for so long. Last time I saw him, he was pretty drunk and bragging that he was going to be a millionaire real soon, and then poof, he vanished. Maybe he got that million and ran off. Maybe, but where would he get it? There's something shady about the whole situation. Jan shrugs his shoulders and carefully scans the horizon before turning back to you. Anyway, a talented handyman would be most welcome here nowadays. I see. Another question. Fine, I'll answer if I can. Tell me about your village. What do you want to know? Where can I buy some weapons? The trader Yashin is the village's gun dealer. He's a nice guy, but his goods aren't cheap. A real goddamn capitalist if there ever was one. On the other hand, he pays hefty taxes and helps the town guards maintain their weapons. Even if you don't need a gun, you should drop by and talk to him. He moved here recently from the city. I bet he would love to chat with a traveller such as yourself. His shop is just outside the gates on the left. I see. Well, I'll be on my way. Thank you, Jan. Hey, feel free to come back and visit. It gets pretty boring just standing around. If I have time, sure. Bye. I wonder if this is the... not sure if... I think this is the only shop in town, to be honest with you. So this must be the weapons dealer. I am aware he sells weapons. Before you stands a thin, middle-aged man. A slightly forced smile appears on his bony face when he sees you. Good day, good day. Guns of all kind. For your perusal and pleasure. Pre-war or hot off the workbench. Rifles, shotguns and pistols from the best gunsmiths in the wastes. All my weapons are of the highest quality. If it explodes in your hands, you get your money back. Guaranteed. I'd like to see your wares. See what he's got. Right, so I've got absolutely zero when it comes to rubles. But I could make a little bit here. How much is that altogether? That's 27. 27 rubles for now. We'll do that. Don't need the canteen. I only need the canteen, I think. I think drinking water, I believe, I'm not sure, but I think that kind of, if you get any toxic, if you get any toxicity, if you go near anything poisonous, I think that might take the edge off. Either that, or it cures radiation poisoning to a degree. I can't quite remember. Oh no, I've just given him all my stuff. I forgot to... So what I've got to do, after moving my stuff across, I've got to move the rubles across so that he actually pays me money. But I've just given him all my stuff. But while it's expert mode, we'll stick with it. Maybe you'd like to make a purchase now. Fuck you. Maybe you'd like to pay me. You know, you could have reminded me, sunshine. The stock is good, and so are the prices. The amount of times I've done that is unreal. Right, I don't want to ask you no questions. I don't want to speak to you anymore. Bye. Which that'll be a bit of an issue because I'm hungry and I could use some meat. Right, first things first. I'm gonna have to replenish some of my lost funds. So I'll go and speak to this old guy in this hut. Forgot his name. Is it Semyon? Don't know why I've got that in my head. She'll find out. An old man in a skull cap does what he always does. He opens and closes his toothless mouth, whistling some forgotten melody. Upon seeing you, he squints his eyes at you. Ooh. Oh. Hello there, Sonny. You want to speak about something? Just getting to know the locals, pal. What? Oh, the locals. Well, here I am. The locals through and through. Did they send you to help me out, Sonny? Not really. What did you want? Ashamed to ask, Sonny. I have this little corn patch at the back of my house. I'd pick the corn myself, but I'm just too old now. My back is killing me. What harvest could I pick like that? The old man gives out a sad sigh. It must be very hard for him to ask someone for help. Fine, old man. I'm going to do it. See you later. So yeah, we're in the back here. Is where his patch. He's got about 5 plants to pick. So we'll pick them for him. 1, 2, 3. Take the spade as well. That'll definitely come in handy. Right, pal, I've done your shit. An old man in a skull cap does what he always does, opens and closes his toothless mouth, whistling some forgotten melody. Upon seeing you, he smiles and waves at you. I'll make a note to not to read things twice if I can. Hey there, Shunny! What news you bring? Picked your corn, old man. Ooh, a real worker you are. You really helped out an old man. The old guy feels his pockets, looks his house over and finally turns to you with despair in his eyes. It's just that I don't have any money to pay you. What a shame. I was a hunter back before, you know, and always had the money. But now, what a shame. Shame on you, old man. Acted like a true exploiter. No problem, really. I was glad to help out. The old man does not listen to you. Finally, a smile comes to his face, and he slaps his forehead. What an old fool I am, Shunny. I was a hunter, wasn't I? Shed it myself, and didn't get it. Wait here, Shunny. The old man gets on his knees and starts searching under his rickety bed. Finally pulls out his old shotgun. With a smile, he hands it to you. Here, I don't really need it no more. Just to scare away the crows, I suppose. But you might find it useful, so here you go. Whoa, thanks a lot, old man. It's just what I needed. You take the gun out of the old man's hands and look it over with interest. An old hunting carbine. On its wooden stock is an engraving, a heart pierced by an arrow. That will make up for some of the cash I lost. I didn't lose any cash, did I? I didn't make any cash. That'll make up for me just giving my stuff away for no good reason. Right. So I'm going to dig these graves now. So I'll get my spade, and it's one of the items that you need to equip in your slots before you can use it. Tap on the grave. And if you get a box that has the arrows pointing inwards, that means you've activated whatever it is that you've been trying to activate. So if I was opening a container, that square would appear next to the container as well. Right, so I need to change my slots from feet to hands where the shovel is, and give it a good dig. See what we get. Oh, there's a body. Compact cassette and wires. It's all handy. It'll do me. Rusty knife, that's handy. I need that for when I go hunting in a minute. Babushka scarf. An empty bottle, that's good. I say it's good. This is all good for now. Make ourselves some rubles. Let's see what we got here. I normally... Oh, we've started a battle. Who is it? It's an insect of some sort. So I've got a weapon in my hand, which is handy, but I think my feet might do the trick. Yeah, with that strength start being high, I could probably take these guys out in one round. We'll do some more. We'll have a look at the battling system. Where are these guys? Oh, there's some over here. So you drag with one finger, Double tap to move. So, when you enter a battle, you end up with this grid, and the size of it depends on your action points. So, but look, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares across because I've got 9 action points. That's on a straight line, either left or up. That's 9. But if I go in a diagonal, it actually uses up 2 action points per movement. So I only can do 4 that way, and then I get an extra one on top, so I could move sideways after that. I don't believe that these insects can walk very far. I don't think they've got many action points to begin with. So I'm going to step away, and I'm going to skip my turn. Where's the skip turn button? Oh, it's up top. So that was even less than I thought. We'll do again. And then I can take them out after drawing them in. Not too bad. Oh yeah, these won't drop anything at the minute. Do with finding a rat or two. We've got a flying insect. Move 3 and skip. There we go, that'll do it. So you tap on the enemy once to aim, and you tap again to attack. Oh yeah, these guys don't have anything to offer me at the minute. Let's pick up a mushroom. Let's have a look around, see if there's anyone else. Say anyone. See if there are any more insects. What am I going to do here? I've got a feeling they've got maybe 4 action points. Might get away with this. They might have about 5 or 6. Not too sure. Yeah, they've not got too many. Just the turn ends after a few steps. Oh yeah, why do I keep checking? I think for now... Ooh. Here we go. This is a stash. Someone's left a stash over here. $10 experience for opening it, and that is really good. See, I've got a bit of food now. I've got some canned meat, so I can cook that on the fire. Get rid of that hunger. Let's move over to this side. Do a bit of battling. Get some experience. I think there's rats over here. Somewhere. I can hear them. There's one of them. No, rats have... Oh no, that's an insect. So I'll get a bit closer and skip. Two kicks. Plenty. There's a rat. Let's get in the thick of it. So I think rats have a bit more AP, so I'll maintain a bit more distance on this one. So have I got my? I've got my knife. So now I've got a knife, I should be able to extract the meat from this rat. Didn't quite get it. There you go. Get another toadstool. Can't see any more rats for now. Can't hear them either. Now let's go and check this house out. Get some looting done. Waste paper. This is locked. That was good. We've got gunpowder, a log, a bottle with water, and a Hunter's Memo 2. I like Hunter's Memos. Even though I don't tinker or do any crafting, they are always worth a bit more than your usual junk that you find. It's time to go back to the store and make back some of that cash. Welcome again to my store. These prices are still fair and the wares are still good. What can I get you? I'd like to see your wares, please. So I've got 10 rubles just by, I think I might have got it at the stash area, I'm not sure. Old hunting rifle, don't need it. That's worth 104. I could get rid of just that. We get rid of just that on its own. Has it got any meat? Nope. I think he's got the same hunter's recipe though. Oh no, Hunter's Memo 2. So I do want meat, but there's also a tavern in town. I think he's more likely to sell food. Let's see what we got. 18, 39. 47. Don't need tea. Keep the meat, canned meat. Don't need gunpowder. Or the log. Or the bottle with water. That'll have to. Oh, 86. I'll take the hit. I'm not too fussy about 2 rubles. Let's trade that. Make sure I actually do it right this time. So we've got 94 rubles. It's a good starting point. Don't get me wrong, 100 and what was it? 131 would have been better. 120, yeah. I think I dropped 27 gold before. Being silly. Right, Chief. Before you stands a plump, red-faced man around 25, with a neatly trimmed beard. He's wearing a white shirt with some rather short shorts. In his hands there's a clean towel he uses to swat annoying flies. Upon seeing you, the man gives you a wide smile. Ooh, a customer. Welcome to the tavern. You travellers sure keep coming. What do you mean? Well, you're here right now. And not long ago an armed band came through the village. People with guns usually mean trouble in these parts, but they were nice and civil. Just like real army men. Can you tell me more? Not much more to tell. They weren't chatty. Our village head wanted to speak to them about some issue. but they just left, so I don't think he was able to strike any kind of deal. He talked to our gate guard more than anyone else. His name is Jan. If you want to know more, I suggest you speak to him. Anyway, maybe you'd like a drink or something to eat. Let's see the menu, pal. See what you've got. I want some beef. Ooh. Now, the 83 meat is going to take up all my money. But worth it. As long as it keeps me going for a little while. Because of the perk that I took, what was it now? Glutton. Because of the glutton perk, I get hungry twice as fast. And early on, it's not an issue, but it's not the most ideal situation to be in early doors. So the more food, the merrier. We'll trade there. 83 and 83. That'll do me. Thank you very much. Are there any jobs you might need me for? Sorry. You should talk to my sister about that. I'm a simple fellow myself. I can sell you a beer, or I can sell you spirits. That I'd do gladly. Need something done around the house? Just give me a call, but save the more serious stuff for Catch's ears. She's the proactive one. He looks at a young lady nearby who seems to be lost in some calculations. It's just that she's pretty busy right now, tallying expenses, planning the budget, you know. And when Catch is busy, it's pretty hard to get her attention. Oh, but I just thought of something. You know what she loves? Making all sorts of potions, tinctures, and spirits. Can't really understand why, but she's quite into all that chemistry stuff. Tell Katya I sent you to try out her latest tincture. That way you'll get a free drink and also get to chat with her. Sly, huh? Thanks for the advice. Now let me take a look at the menu. No, thank you. Thanks, I'll go now. Hold on, friend. Maybe you'd like to hear a little business proposal first. Okay, let's hear it. What I need is for you to bring me this book I ordered in the Abraham's bookstore, all the way over in Krasnoznamenye. I can't go and get it myself because of my responsibilities at the bar. But I can see that you travel a lot, so if you ever find yourself in Krasnoznamenye, maybe you could pick it up for me? If you do, I'll be sure to compensate you for your trouble. It's a deal. If I ever get over to Krasnoznamenye, I'll visit this Abraham character, and I will get you your book. The man looks over your map and marks the city with a cross. Thanks. Here's the receipt for the book. Book. I will alternate between book and book. I do apologise if that annoys you, but yeah, I'm northern at heart, but I've also started saying book as I've been getting older, but it doesn't always stick. So I do apologise. Look and Luke as well. Just the way I am. Thanks. Here's the receipt for the book. Now show it to Abraham and he'll give it to you. The bartender hands you a small, thick square of paper. On it, written in a formidable cursive, are the words, "The owner of this document, Radchenko V.A., or his legal proxy, may obtain a copy of The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, translated to Russian by Bobby Z.A. After handing over this receipt, signed by Merkin, A.D. Okay. Bye. That was a mouthful. Everything's a mouthful at the minute. My eyes are not as quick as my mouth. So yeah, any mistake, I really do apologise. I'm sure I'll get better at it. I don't read very often. I should read a bit more. I should read more stuff. Get myself a book or something, or even a book. You never know. Don't know which is better. Before you sits a young woman. She is deep in concentration, writing in a yellowed notebook with the word accounting on the cover. She is completely immersed in this activity and does not notice you. Hello? Your brother sent me over. He says you might have a tincture for me to try out. The girl stops her calculations and stares at you blankly. After a moment, she blinks, smiles, and tucks her tiny pencil stub behind her right ear. Great! I doubt you've ever drunk anything quite like it. It's a new recipe. Well, not really new, more like long forgotten. Sounds intriguing. Can't wait to try it out. The girl nods, shows you a dim and cold corner of the tavern. From behind the bar, she produces a clay bottle labelled Triple X. Here it is. Drink up. You boldly drink it down. You take a tiny sip. The drink has a strange sour taste. You shrug and hand the bottle back to the girl. You don't feel intoxicated or even nauseous. You feel that you should take another sip. You take the bottle back and have another. What harm can a few more sips do? Now your head begins to spin. Nothing unusual about that, right? You have full sensation in your limbs, like normal, but then you feel them floating around you as if the earth suddenly turned to water. Your mouth is very dry, so you wet it with another sip of the tincture. From some distant place you hear the girl calling to you, "Don't do it!" But you already did. The world around you stops. You also stop, but your mind is racing with thoughts which arrive with exceptional clarity and speed. Why are you here? Why am I here? Why did I drink that stuff? Why? The sound of your own musings is to you like the roll of distant thunder. It's growing nearer every second. You suddenly comprehend that what you thought was thunder is actually footsteps. From out of a misty void, General Morozov appears before you. "You looking for me?" he asks, his voice like 100 voices in one. You cannot reply. You are frozen. "Yeah, you're looking for me," says Morozov, and takes your hand. "Let's go." Sure, tap that one. You have arrived at an unreal, primordial mushroom forest. Their huge trunks are thicker than the biggest oaks you have ever seen. Their tops spread like giant umbrellas obscuring the sky. The general continues to lead you onward, weaving his way between the massive mushroom stems. Your tour through the fantastic forest stops suddenly at a truly colossal mushroom, the biggest one of all. "This is God," says Morozov, but you can't see the general anymore, because he is speaking from within you. He is talking from your head, using your mouth. You are General Morozov. Suddenly the ground beneath your feet begins to shake, and you almost lose your balance. It seems like an earthquake, but when the shaking stops, you look up and scream. For the colossal mushroom now has a human face. "Bow," orders the mushroom god, and you fall senseless. Your mind turns off for how many hours? You do not know. When you finally wake up, you do not feel any of the usual symptoms of heavy drinking from the day before. Oh shit. "He's alive, Vasya! He's alive!" The girl is holding you up so you don't collapse completely. Your stability is returning as the tincture leaves your system. The bartender, swearing to himself, wipes the sweat from his brow. "How are you feeling?" "That was terrible. What sort of moonshine was that?" I'm so sorry. That was my latest tincture, but I think I overmixed it. Oh, what a fool I am." "It's okay." The girl exhales and gives you a smile. "We took good care of your stuff while you, slept." You check your belongings to discover that you have not been robbed. Miracles are real after all. I still don't understand why it turned out so strong. I used my grandfather's recipe as recorded by my grandma, she says, speaking mostly to herself. "Anyway, we need to have a talk. Gotta be sure your brain completely recovered." "That's a good idea. Can I ask you some questions? Like, what the fuck was that tincture?" "I'm listening." "Tell me about yourself." "I'm a lonely tavern keeper, lost in the wastes, waiting for my valiant knight to appear." She winks at you and chuckles softly. Hell, I don't have a horse, but I can still be quite valiant. She raises one brow and looks at you with interest, with an amused smile on her face. Oh, really? What's so special about you then? My strength, for example. I may not have a sword, but with these fists I don't need one. Take a gander at these pecs, girl. You flex for her like a pre-war athlete. Your finely tuned physique, visible even through your clothes, ripples powerfully. On the one hand, you're acting like a boastful kid, but on the other, you really are strong, confident, and self-aware. The girl begins to blush. Whoa! I don't even know what to say. I better think about it. Very well. I won't keep you. Yes, I will. Before you sits a young woman. She is deep in concentration, writing in a notebook with the word accounting on the cover. Of course she is. I've already said that. Hello. Hey, how are things? The girl seems a little shy. Not too bad, thanks for asking. Great to hear. Can I ask some questions? Again. Sure, speak up. I'm looking for work. Can you point me towards any opportunities? Everyone's looking for work around here, so I'm afraid I myself can't help. I could put in a word for you with Comrade Kovalev, our village head. He always has some work to be done. Though he won't do business with someone he's never seen before, and recommending a stranger is kind of unprofessional. Maybe if you'd help me with some chores first, I'd feel better about giving you an introduction. What do you need help with? I'm ashamed to ask, but I need some toadstools, and I don't have time to go picking on my own. Maybe you could help me out? Just 5 toadstools would do. They grow on the other side of the fence, not far from here. What do you think? Fine, I'll get you the mushrooms. Thanks. I'll be waiting. Consider it done. So I'm going to save the game. This will be the first save as well. First playthrough. Where I have not used the cloud save feature. Have you noticed there's 3 cloud save slots? Which I have saved into, don't get me wrong. It's just an extra save slot. You can't have too many save slots. And yeah, you can take this on the road. And then when you get home, you can switch the Xbox on. Or the PC. Upload your download your cloud save. Carry on at home. I normally play this on my break at work. Do a bit of leveling up. Get a few quests done. That's why I like playing this game a lot. You can just play it anywhere you want. So I'm gonna go on a little journey. Your toadstools can wait, Katya. We need to do a bit of adventuring. Might even try and get to Krasnoznamenye. And see how we fare in this difficulty mode. I have never been into the wastes on expert mode, so this will be an experience. Not got any weapons, but then again, my fists and my feet are my weapons for now. I do think I'm going to get the left stick up on as well. Stick that on screen. Maybe use that because you can run around. The camera pans along with the character when you do that. You noticed 3 wanderers standing around a campfire. Would you like to stop and have a talk with them? Not sure if I do, but I'm not sure if I walk off whether I'll get the chance again. My instinct was to say no, so I'm going to walk past. I think that's the petrol station, that one. I've just walked past. See a trading caravan. Want to stop and trade? always say yes. Especially with that sawn-off shotgun that I've got off old man what's his face, Shunny Jim. You can see a stocky, unshaven man dressed in pre-war denim jacket. Judging by his sly look, a large bag, and grim-looking guards around him, he's a trader. Hello there, stranger. Can I interest you in a little something from my collection? The trader looks you over with a practiced eye, as though estimating how much money you're carrying and what, if anything, you can afford. Hey there, mind showing me what you have in stock? I'd like to take a look, please. He's got some gold. No, I say gold. He's got rubles. What else has he got? He's got some potatoes. Some corned meat. It'll definitely come in handy. Keep my belly full. Canned meat as well. Yeah, let's get that in the bag. Let's see what we've got to spur. Hunter's memo. So let's throw the hunter's memo over. Let's get his rubles. So I'm 20 short there. I'll take some corn. And that'll do. Maybe a carrot. Give him extra 5 rubles to make up the difference. I'm going to end up with about 194 rubles, I think. So that's equal. Got what I want. Let's press trade. 205 rubles. Maybe I had 9. Oh, I probably did the maths wrong. That definitely sounds like something I'd do. I've got my book receipt. Thank you very much. Appreciated. What he said before, not really. You go your way, I'll go mine. Let's find the way out. Here we are. Auto save, so I don't need to worry about that. Double tap on the map where you want to go and you go there. Now the time moves quite quick when you're on foot. It moves quite quick whenever you're moving. Another trading caravan. Do I want to stop and trade? Yeah, why not? Get some more beef. And maybe he's got a melee weapon for me. Now melee weapons are split into 2 different types of melee weapons. You've got like knives, the spade for example. Have I still got the spade equipped? Oh, we don't want that. So we've got knives, spades, bats, swords, whatever, anything like that. It usually comes under melee weapons skill. But you've got things also like brass knuckles, certain types of gloves. They come under martial arts, so if I'm ever going to get a melee weapon, it'll be a martial arts type weapon that I'm looking for. I think there's something called a Shinchatka. It's like a, oh, I don't know what it is, like a metal bar that I can use, maybe. If I can get one of them, I might grab one of them. If you want to buy something, you better do it soon. We're running late. Let's do this right now. Show me the stuff. He's not got much to offer. I'm going to take some more corned meat though. That's always handy. I don't have to cook it. I can just eat it as is. And he's also got... I don't want anything out of there. Carrots are good as well. They get rid of toxicity. Or poison, to get rid of any poisoning that you're suffering from. Let's do the trade. It's only 12. Thank you for your business. And it looks like we're near a mine. So they're randomised, the locations. whenever you meet anybody, whenever if you go into battle, if you meet a caravaner, or if you meet scavengers, or I'm not sure if the random encounters you meet when sometimes you bump into random people just wandering about. I'm not sure if they're quite as varied, but any other encounter is usually quite varied in the location that you're presented with, and this one has an extra location attached to it. It's always worth checking in these for little trinkets and goodies. There might be enemies, so we might get a bit of experience as well. Let's turn our radar on. As you can see, there's a few lockers here. Let's check. Empty. Might be out of luck here. This last one, come on, give me some shit. No. Have a look around. We have a dead body. Hey, you got some 9mm rounds. A fork and some wires. Thank you very much. Let's see what's deeper into the mine. Oh, I think there might be a box up here. Certainly is. Locked, so let's get lock picking. Fail. So fail. It says if it says you failed to open the lock, it means you may have the skill, or you've got enough skill to open the lock eventually. If you don't have the skill level, then it'll just say you cannot open this lock. And you will subsequently need to upgrade your lockpicking skill. But this keep trying. And hopefully, eventually, we'll be successful. Come on. It must be. I'm assuming. I mean, not necessarily a must. I've never done any research to be fair, but I'm assuming this is slightly above my skill level, because it usually doesn't take this long to open a lock. I might end up leaving this. Let's try and just open it. And then let's try lock it, unlock again. Alternate it. This is just superstitious bullshit what I'm doing. I'm gonna have 5 more attempts. If I don't get it, I'm walking. We got shit to do. Yeah, probably only give me an empty tin can and a brick. Maybe another 9mm. No, let's leave it. Not hanging around here for too long. We've got to get to town. We've got to get to the city of Krasnoznamenye. See if we make it. I've just got a funny feeling I'll bump into some bandits and die before we get there. Now, walking around on the world map when your survival skill is low to begin with. Here we go, ambushed by bandits. You won't do anything. If you won't do anything, they will surely attack you. Well, I'm not running away. So I've got a 10% chance to escape. I've got a 35% chance to talk my way out. or I could just attack them. So I'm just going to do that. Just going to have a nice little fight with these fuckers. Hopefully they've not got too many weapons on them. Well, he's got a gun. Nice start. Alright, let's get in there. So, I've got 23 out of 42 health. I'm not sure if I've got any healing items. I'm going to have to chance this and hope that I just don't get killed. Hope that they miss. He missed then. Oh. That didn't do much. Skip turn. I may not survive this. Oh, but he's all out of bullets. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let's try the spade out, see if that does anything. I think it's better than kicking for now. Oh. Well, let's try this again. That's 4 AP for a swing of the old spade. Not convinced. I'm switching back to my feet. Get a bit of space between us. If we can. Oh! Should have known. I'm going to have to eat some food. I think I started off that fight with 20 odd health. I may be wrong. I may just be absolutely shite at this at the minute. But I do have a funny feeling I was a bit... Let's have a look. Yeah, I've only got... character. I don't think that's the right thing to press. Health points 42. So I did. I had full health. I just got shot in the face with this shotgun, I think. Let's try that again. If they crop up, we'll have another go. But yeah, the faster that you... the higher your survival skill, the faster you walk on the world map. Do I want to stop and trade? Let's meet them. If I can get some Casperamid, which is a low-level health replenishment item for in battle, that will be handy. Not the kind of stuff I normally use, but we are on expert mode, so we'll take what we can. Hey man, you buying? I swear you won't find better prices. Let's see now, show me your wares. We've got quite a few items here. But absolutely nothing that I want for now. Sorry, pal. Not too keen. But you have yourselves a good day, guys. Maybe see you around. I think we'll make it to the city. And if I struggle against bandits for a bit, then we're just going to have to die. And when it reloads, there's a good chance I'll get to fight rats and insects. And in that way, you do get to level up slowly but surely. It's not pretty, but it works. That man stood at the gate there. He's a fucking knobhead, I'll tell you that much. We'll be having dealings with him very soon. Ah, well, one thing that will help me in battle is to do what was on our mission. The first step of our mission, which is to find our Atom associate, codename Fidel. A strong man wearing a Central Asian cap is standing before you. He's pensively stroking a small, neat beard and watching the bar patrons closely. He nods in your direction. Saludo, saludo! Welcome to my bar. My name is Fidel. How can I help you, amigo? Hi. Fidel, your real name? The man smiles and shakes his head. Of course not. My real name's Agdavletov Iskander Aitagan Abzaltdinovich Jr. But you can call me Fidel. I don't mind. You know what, Fidel? I don't mind either, because that was fucking hard work. Agdavletov Iskander Aitagan Abzaltdinovich Jr. Yeah, I'll call you Fidel, mate, if you don't mind. Actually, I guess I'll do just that. What else would you like, amigo? It's time to say the password. You clear your throat, and leaning close to Fidel, whisper, "Treason is the highest form of sensibility. A traitor means a real man." The barman, ever so slightly, flinches, but otherwise does nothing to give himself away. Nonchalantly picking up a glass from the counter, he examines it for stains and answers, "It's better to die a traitor than live a slave." He gestures to a short lad running to and fro in the main hall of the bar. "Kostya, you're in charge. My friend and I need to talk. And you? Follow me." "Got it." I'm not being funny, but if his code name's Fidel, why is he telling me his actual name before actually knowing who I was? Gotta watch yourself. It's like me though. I'm supposed to be a trained atom agent, but I didn't notice that there were 5 guys who stood right in front of me at the campsite when we first started. Fidel cautiously peeps behind the drapes and casts an apprehensive look around the bar. Having made sure no one is doing anything suspicious, he turns to you, and with his hand outstretched, "The coast is clear, amigo. No eavesdroppers." He gives your hand a firm shake. "As I told you before, call me Fidel. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?" "Good day, Fidel. My name is Andrew." The man looks you in the eye and slowly nods. "Yes, you're telling the truth. Andrew, I understand you're here about the lost expedition of General Morozov. I'm afraid I have to disappoint you, as I myself know nothing about it. Although perhaps you've already managed to find something out." Tell him everything we know. Fidel listens attentively. He doesn't interrupt nor offer his own comments. When you're finished, he removes his hat and pensively runs the palm of his hand over his bald scalp. "Yes, the only thing clear is that nothing's clear." Yes, it's all rather tricky." "So it is. Alright, we need to examine the issue thoroughly and figure out what's going on, while also getting into character and running errands for the locals. The main thing is to avoid raising their suspicions." "Wait, did you say we?" Fidel gestures theatrically. "I'm coming with you, amigo. Together we have a much better chance of finding things out. Besides, I'm sick of this work. I'm a man of action, a man of adventure. Here I am tied to petty spying in some watering home." I think he means watering hole. "Alright, Fidel, let's hit the road then." "Perfecto! Just let me get my belongings." "Right, gather as much stuff as you can." So we've recruited Fidel. I think he's going to definitely come in handy. And we've achieved the first part of our main mission, which obviously was to find Fidel. We've reached the city, and next time I think the mission will be to get into the city. I mean, this is the outskirts of the city. Our next mission is to get through this door, and through there we'll be able to get that book token traded in and get a copy of the Lord of the Rings. So thank you for watching, and hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.